Anyways, all right, man. As we do every week, today's debate/discussion. We've actually got two different topics. All right, man.
Yeah.
Which one do you want to go first? Do you want to go with the movies first, or do you want to go with the comics first?
Let's go with the comics first.
You got the comics. All right.
Yeah.
Right now, the big buzz is coming from Marvel. It's this whole AVX Avengers versus X-Men thing they got going on. The first issue drops next month, April 3rd, which, cheap plug here, Dreamland will be open April 3rd, which is Tuesday. Actually, will be open later, but starting at 8 p.m. you can come in and actually buy your book. And we're going to have food set up, cookies, snacks, I think even pizza. So, come on down, get your comics, have a good time, mingle, talk to other nerds, collectors. Just have a good time. But, yeah, as to the whole AVX thing, man, this is like the stuff we talked about as kids. This is what all the fanboys usually talk about here and there. Who would win in a battle between so-and-so and so-and-so? So, who you got, man? Who you got and why? First of all, who do you think?
Really?
Let's break it down first.
I'm actually more interested in who's going to die.
There's
going to be some
There's
deaths.
always somebody who dies in an event.
But I want some cool deaths. Someone put away for a while so someone else could step up type of things. I'm all about that. Yeah. And this is an Avengers X-Men crossover. I'm hoping that, actually my biggest hope from this whole thing is the cooling off of the oversaturation of the Spider-Man and Wolverine thing that Marvel likes to.
I think it's kind of funny though how if you look at it, pretty much everybody's an Avenger now. You've got Beast, you've got Wolverine, you got Spider-Man, you got Daredevil, you got Moon Knight. So it's the only one that's not a damn Avenger pretty much is Punisher. But everybody else is either an Avenger or they're a mutant on some X team, because X-Men's got like 9 books out right now.
Yeah.
So it's the 90s all over again.
Yeah, there it is.
But
yeah.
I think that's Marvel's little way of just trying to get everybody into the crossover. You know what I mean? Who knows? But
Iron Man and Vision.
Dude, they're both Avengers.
So they should fucking fight each other.
They're not gonna fight each other.
I can't picture anybody on the X-Men. We're fighting Iron Man. Maybe you get Forge.
Magneto, dude.
No. Because see, that's too easy.
No, because Iron Man is iron in the name. Because now the suit is actually part of him. It's like a symbiote kind of type thing. It's, how do I describe it? Like it's inside his bloodstream.
Magneto, it's been proven already that he could reach into the iron in your blood. Yeah. He tilted the Earth. Didn't he just tilt the Earth on its axis or try to do that during Asteroid M? Mm. Yeah. Okay, so
you make that thing sound so current.
Yeah, dude. Because that's actually still one of my favorite stories.
It's like early 90s, man.
The only thing I could think of was give Forge a screwdriver. and just throw him over there. Give Forge, seriously, who? Adam Warlock, because he could turn into a virus.
That's another one that's not around.
Oh, he would look good. He was always pretty underrated. Well, he was on the New Mutants for so long.
That wasn't Adam Warlock.
No?
No, it's just another character named Warlock. Adam Warlock is the whole space guy with the red cape and the gem on his forehead. Part of the Infinity Watch.
I can't picture the only people I can picture standing up against Iron Man are other Avengers.
Okay. Well, what if some X-Men members team up, take his ass down?
Fuck. Who would you put in there?
I gotta look at it as in a position standpoint. Now, you look at the Avengers, major players, the guys in power positions. You got Captain America, you got Iron Man. I wouldn't say Thor because Thor is a power player, but he's not in the leadership kind of position.
Because it's already been proven that unless you're a character that's got more than one niche, you can't really take on Iron Man. Like when he fought Captain America.
Right, that was a good fight.
Captain America, he's got the cunning, he's got the wit, he's got the experience, and he's got the super strength in the senses. He's very typical, but unless you got a lot of other things that could throw Iron Man off his game,
right,
or be mentally par with him, you can't really do much to him.
Right.
I think he's going to be the equalizer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Because Thor, what? Take away his... as long as you're a person of good nature, of pure nature, you can take his hammer.
Yeah. Yeah, but they ain't nobody like
Kitty
that.
Pryde could take his hammer, and Kitty Pryde's gonna take down Thor.
Banged on the table.
Sorry, man. Sorry, but that was awesome. Can you imagine that? She like phases.
I can imagine the editing I gotta do.
Sorry, man. I was imagining her like phase somewhere, tugs his cape back, grabs a hammer, knocks him out.
Well, then, I mean, define good nature now, because I mean, I haven't
Well, it's
read
noble.
it.
I think it's
Okay,
more about
noble.
nobility.
Okay, because I was gonna say, if they were gonna get like super technical, I know she was pregnant on the cover of Wolverine, the X-Men #5.
Because she's a whore, she can't use a hammer.
Yeah, because she was out of wedlock. I'm sure she's not married. So, I mean, she decided it was hammer time before she got the hammer. You know, gave her a pounding.
All right,
dude. I
you
could
guys
hammer.
can tell us in your comments who you think could take down Iron Man.
Yeah.
Who do you got?
Take down Iron Man.
No, not Iron Man. Let's move
Oh,
on.
okay,
Let's move on.
You know, a lot of those matches will be really good. I know, and a lot of Marvel comics are actually advertising some of the matches. Like, one of the ones that really disturbed me, or I wouldn't say disturbed me, but I think I really don't care who wins. Gambit versus Spider-Woman. Do I give a shit? No.
They're really trying to really hype up Spider-Woman. Like,
Yeah.
they're really trying to bring her back.
Well,
they're trying too hard.
Unless it's something I have to do with the whole Spider-Man thing coming in June. Nobody knows what that is yet.
Gambit and the Spider-Man.
Mon ami. You know, who knows?
Sticking to our French theme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, like I said, they've got a lot of matches coming up. Who comes out on top though after all the dust settles? Forget the one-on-ones. What matters is which team comes out on top. Because you got to remember why they're fighting in the first place. The Phoenix Force is coming back to Earth. The Avengers have detected it. The X-Men have detected it. But they each want to deal with it in their own way. Okay? So that's one of the big major things. Another major plot is who is the Phoenix Force going after as a host? A lot of people say it's Hope Summers. Nobody knows. What does Iron Fist have to do with the Phoenix Force? Because he's got some connection to it that they have yet to reveal. How does Avengers Extinction tie into it with Cable coming back and killing the Avengers, supposedly, for killing Hope in his future? You know, and what would drive them to kill Hope? Is it that the Phoenix Force comes back and does indeed use Hope Summers as the host? So the Avengers feel that they have no choice but to kill Hope? And is that why Cable comes back? Is that what the whole Avengers Extinction miniseries is? And then another one they've got, Avengers The Children's Crusade miniseries just wrapped up. Now, how does that tie in? That stars Scarlet Witch, Doctor Doom, for some reason getting freaky on cover 9, and the Young Avengers. Now, supposedly the Scarlet Witch is supposed to have something big to do with this also. I mean, you gotta remember, she's a huge Avenger, and look what she did with the whole Decimation House of M thing. She wiped them all out. 199 mutants now, because of Hope. You know, so you gotta wonder what the payoff is, and who's gonna get it.
Yeah, you got a lot going on there.
Because everything is just going, you know. And one thing that I don't like is, I'll admit, how Spider-Man is an Avenger. But it's like, how does Spider-Man being an Avenger tie into his book? You know, are they going to do it? Because if it's this big event, obviously it's going to affect the whole Marvel universe.
Has that really affected his book recently? Has there been a lot of Avengers crossovers?
No, but I mean, they mention it. It's not like it's not happening. You know what I mean?
But it's not. They're not really expanding on that.
Because Spider-Man's got his own thing coming up next month, Ends of the Earth, with Dr. Octopus pretty much on his deathbed saying, you know, I'm about to die, I'm going out with a bang, you know. So you got to wonder, how does all this tie in? And this is what my problem is with Marvel, is how they're stretching their characters. You know, how is Spider-Man fighting over here with the Avengers and teaming up with so-and-so over here and avenging Spider-Man, but yet in his own book he's sitting here defending the universe, you know?
It's like, is Marvel trying to cater to people that don't want to be involved in another event?
It looks like it. It looks like they're trying to cater to both crowds.
But then because of that, it's creating like some sort of like chaotic. It's not creating one web. If anything, you're splitting it and creating a lot of webs.
No pun intended.
No pun. No, you are creating all these other little webs, and when you do decide to pick up a different book, you're like, oh, what's else going on over here? What's all this about?
Right.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see where a lot of the confusion comes in. Probably why their sales suck.
But
Yeah.
so yeah, going back to the original question though, at the end of this, it's like Marvel obviously has something up their sleeve. They wouldn't come out with another crossover if it's not gonna affect the rest of the Marvel universe and have what's long-lasting effects for years to come, as they like to say. I mean, there have been some crossovers in the past given that have really, affected the books. Look at Onslaught and the whole Fatal Attraction, how Fatal Attraction is tied into the Onslaught saga, how the Onslaught saga still to this day kind of is out there because they don't trust Xavier anymore.
That's when you had solid storytelling, though.
Exactly. I mean, look how long ago that was. What, 93, 94?
Yeah.
And the whole Xavier thing, I mean, ever since the whole Onslaught thing finished, Xavier hasn't been what he was. He pretty much just got outed. Not in a bisexual, homosexual way or nothing like that, just outed.
He was ostracized.
That's the word. Circumcised. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like he's going to feel it. So, alright, my question to you. Who is going to win?
I think nobody. I think Phoenix is Marvel's answer to clean up the mess.
See, that goes back to the rumor we were saying last week on the show. How we heard that Marvel is thinking about doing a whole relaunch, a whole new 52 thing, if you will. But is it necessary? I mean, because Marvel has already relaunched all their titles countless times.
I would say based on how you just explained how the Marvel Universe is working, yes, they do need it. Like, they do need a cleanup crew to come in. You figure a lot of that wouldn't be happening after House of M?
Yeah, really. Because House of M kind of cleaned up a lot of the whole mutant
It did.
stuff.
So
But that was only a portion of it.
You can tell I'm not a Marvel fan. That's why I'm very curious about a lot of this. But something happened there. What would have happened there to create so many splinters?
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're asking me? Or
Yeah,
is this a
I'm
rhetorical question?
No, well, I guess it's up in the air for anyone who wants to answer it.
Please.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know, man. Well, like I said, the first issue comes out April 3rd, which is it's less than a month from now, so we'll find out. But a quick side note about that, not only are they going to have the Avengers versus X-Men miniseries, whatever, they're doing a side miniseries to that called AVX, which is going to spotlight the one-on-one battles.
Oh, that's cool.
So for those of you who are just, who would win, blah, 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 and blah, 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 Jarvis versus,
You remember the Amalgam World? The first
Dude, that was great.
Yeah, but
The first generation.
yeah.
Then they
but
just
something like that would have been necessary, though. How if you collected that miniseries, a lot of the battles happen like that really quick.
Yeah.
Maybe something like this would have really helped.
Could be.
I would probably pick that up. And not give a crap about the actual event.
We'll see what happens. Man. We'll really see what happens. But now my question to you is, who's gonna win and why? Leave your comments and your answers on our Facebook page. Gladly read them off for next week's episode. We look forward to your opinions. We want to know, who do you think is gonna have this side of the battle, and what's Marvel and the Avengers or X-Men's big payoff.
I also hope this cleans off this whole Hulk mess.
Oh,
like the Green Hulks, the Red
90
Hulks,
and stuff.
That Gray Hulk bust out again and clean him up.
Purple
too.
Hulk.
All that, man. No, seriously.
Purple Hulk with green pants.
You don't need so many Hulks. What was it? The Son of Hulk?
Yeah.
Is the Son
Scar.
of Scar? Yeah. That's too many Hulks. The freaking the Earth would have been exploded already. Like, it would have been all that chaos. Can you imagine that?
Overrun with Hulks.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? You'd only be able to drive SUVs. No more small cars.
Yeah.
Ford Focus out the door.
Off-road vehicles. A lot of those vehicles that turn into boats.
Yeah.
It's like the Earth has been topsy-turvy.
Hulkized.
Yeah.
It's been Hulkerized.
Coats, they call them. Car boats.